Hello my lovelies and welcome to the latest vlog. This is going to be Shanghai vlog. Now, I arrived very late last night, probably past midnight, and I didn't really do anything last night. So what you probably could have seen in a little bit of an intro just before now is the arrival and what I did this morning. So I tried to wake up very early, 9 o'clock. I mean, I say very early, not that 9 is very early, it's just that 9 a.m. is basically like 2 a.m. or something like that, crazy back home, I don't know. Anyway, this morning, met up with Ksenia and Jürgen, we went for a coffee, walked around a little bit, you know, had my hair done. It was honestly like such an incredible experience getting my hair done in Shanghai because they like this spa treatment, like while they're doing your hair, was just very different to how they do it in Europe. I loved it. Maybe I'm having a bit of like a euphoric situation, but I'm really loving it. Now I want to show you everything that we have in here. We're here for an exhibition which is called Gucci Cosmos exhibition, and the exhibition is going to be like taking place in Shanghai from 28th of April until 25th of June, and it says it's West Bund Art Center. That's where it is, but I'll bring you there tomorrow. Today we have an extra day because I arrived a little bit earlier than the rest of the people, so we have some time. I have some stuff to show you. I have some unboxings here to show you the room, to show you Shanghai. But first things first, guys, I am starving. So we gotta go eat something, okay? Let's get out, let's explore, let's eat some real food. This is the hotel lobby. I haven't actually shown you my outfit. Perhaps you can see it now. I'm wearing these old trusty Gucci jeans. If I can find them, I will link them below. Crop top. This is a cropped Gucci blazer. I'm sure that this I will find because it's from the latest collection. And also, let me show you the loafers. They're not gonna be up to everyone's taste, I'm sure, but I think they're so cool. I have two Gucci outfits that are absolutely insane, and I want to wear them for the exhibition and for I placed the camera on a lamp and people are looking at me strangely. Anyway, I don't know which I'm gonna wear when, so I'm gonna have one for the Gucci exhibition and perhaps one tonight for the dinner, but I'm gonna figure out, maybe a tomorrow night dinner. I'm gonna figure out, and also they're so good that I cannot wait to show them to you. I'll definitely make sure to post them also on TikTok because I can't decide which one's better than the other. They're so good. I promise you they're so good, okay? I know I said it, but they're so good. On my face, I'm wearing the Gucci foundation, the one that I did a digital campaign for. That sounds so crazy to say it. I'll show you actually, I'll do my makeup tomorrow as well. A bit of bronzer, and this is the Dior lip oil, the glow oil. I love it because it's actually just very moisturizing, so I'm not wearing anything else, like no mascara, no eyeshadow, no concealer, that's it. Let's go.
Would you rather have a talking dog or a singing cat?
A talking dog. Any kind of dog over a cat anyway, but why would I want someone that's singing all the time? Imagine how
But
annoying.
actually, you know what I like about Rue?
No?
That she doesn't speak. Imagine your dog would always talk to you. It would be so annoying.
But I don't think so.
Like, she speaks in a quiet way, and that's the best.
And you can always interpret it how you want. Like, oh, she's so happy, and you don't even know.
I thought about it because, you know, we think that dogs are happy to see us because they get really excited. But what if it means something completely different? What if they're actually so annoyed of humans and they actually jump up to like tell us to off?
Or like they're very angry because they're like, why did you leave me? And then they're jumping on you because they're like,
Yeah,
you're
they're
a
actually
horrible
angry.
person.
And the tail means that they're furious.
Imagine.
And we're like, oh, she's so happy.
Okay, Jürgen, then?
Next one is, would you rather sneeze confetti or fart glitter?
I would rather sneeze confetti.
Yes, because we don't
Because like first we don't fart because we're princesses. Second, nobody sees the glitter that you poop. Like imagine I get up and it's like all full of glitter.
But imagine you're like at a very sad like a funeral, and then you're sneezing confetti.
Well, you celebrate life.
Yes, correct. Okay, Jürgen.
Next one. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I think this is a very hard question because
No, it's very easy. How would you fight 100, like whatever it is?
I think it's easier. You kick them. They're so small.
But it's 100. They
But
can
also horses, they don't have wings and they don't attack, you know?
Yeah, but they can literally run you over. What if they all comply and become this giant thing? Like,
It's like basically it would be like a rat.
imagine fighting 100 rats.
I feel like you can kick them away, but a
No.
duck, if a duck attacks you, even like a normal sized duck, is very aggressive.
Yeah, that's true.
And imagine like a huge one.
I think neither is good.
Yeah.
Next.
I feel like Jürgen found some very funny questions for us.
Yeah, actually, next one is good.
Yeah?
One moment.
An ad break.
Yeah, that's right.
No ice. That's why I'm always scared to say something, so I end up not saying.
I know. Yes, for me it's fine. Thank you so much. For me, you know how I had my toe broken? I had a massage and the woman was massaging my toe and I was embarrassed to say like please not the toe because I was like I just don't want to be the problematic person.
Same.
But also once I worked, you know, when I worked in the pharmacy one day, I worked whole day and the woman kept calling me Tamsin. But I'm such a people pleaser that I didn't even say that's not my name. So the whole day she was like Tamsin and I was like yes.
You know, when I got my like gels destroying my nail,
and the lady...
but I had several situations where they just started putting gel and I never say something. I'm just watching. I'm like, okay, my nails will be destroyed for the next 6 months, and I just sit there like this, like say something, and then I want.
This is so good.
Yeah.
Remedy peach kombucha, low sugar.
Best kombucha I've ever had.
Same.
Because it doesn't taste as artificial as the one in the US. It's so like natural taste.
So good.
Would you rather have the ability to read people's minds, but only when they're thinking about food, or be able to turn invisible, but only when no one's looking?
Well, both of them are pointless.
No, why? When you can turn invisible when nobody's looking, you can literally like find out secrets.
Yes, but if no one is looking, you are anyway invisible. No? It's like, would you rather have a most beautiful voice when no one can hear? You know, it's the same.
I don't know. Imagine there's a bank with like 100 million, and there's a code made out of 4 numbers. And because you're invisible and nobody's looking, you can't find out the code.
But the security guy would be looking, no?
No. Just no.
Good point.
I mean, maybe the example is stupid, but there's a situation where you just need to be invisible to find something out and use it to your advantage.
I think, you know, yeah, for sure. When no one is looking, I would be invisible actually. If like someone's sleeping in the room, okay, this is my example, and you can basically be invisible, go into their room, right, because they're not looking, and you can like read their emails and WhatsApp conversation.
I can't believe you said that. So petty.
Imagine. And like also if they lie, you can check for receipts, you know?
I thought more about business stuff.
But same, if you read people's emails, honey. Anyway, okay guys, we have ordered food. I completely copied Ksenia's order because it sounded
As
so
always.
good. So now we're gonna eat. Okay guys, a little short break for lunch. As you could have seen, we had this yummy crepe style like meal. It was delicious, I have to say, delicious. So far Shanghai food, 10 out of 10. Heading back to the hotel, Jürgen and Xenia are gonna walk. I wish I could walk as well, but actually I have a massage which is basically starting now. The traffic though is like very intense, so even though we were very close by, I think it takes same amount of time to walk and to take a car. They're gonna walk and explore. I'm gonna explore later. Massage, like a jet lag fighting massage. Then I'm gonna get ready, and tonight we have a very nice dinner with the Gucci team. Guys, that was a 1 hour massage, and that was probably one of the best massages, if not the best massage of my life. okay? Got back to the room, I did my makeup, as you can see. Okay, so I had this massage, which was like, wow, wow, wow. I cannot even tell you. It was not the pressure. It was not the fact that obviously it was beautiful, the room was beautiful, everything was so lovely, but it was just the most incredible hands. Like, the technique was so good. I loved it. And it was like, I fell asleep twice. But you know, when you obviously you fall asleep also on the plane or in the car and it's nice and stuff. But the way I fell asleep was in a most relaxed way. It was like one of those massages that I'm lying there and I'm not thinking about anything else. It's like pure bliss, which made me understand a few things. Now, for some of you that actually do not know quite a bit, my dad lived at one point in Shanghai, and when my dad lived in China, he was doing his master's degree. He lived in China for 4 years, and he basically was working on a research about medicinal plants. So when he came back to Yugoslavia at the time, my dad, like, straight from university, he opened his private business. He never worked anywhere else, unlike my sister and I guess. Before I worked for myself, I worked for someone else for 3 years. But my dad, he straight from university, he opened a first private hospital back in Yugoslavia. He brought like people from China, like Chinese people who were doing also, amongst other things, massages, but they were more like therapeutical, and it was more of an acupuncture center. And it was the first such a business in the whole country back in the day, and that's how my parents did very well for themselves at such a young age, because they had this like advantage of like a first comer with doing a certain business. So I was always thinking like, wow, it must have been interesting back, you know, in late 80s having like a first private clinic and stuff, or like beginning of 90s. But now that I understand how incredible they are here with like their technique and their way, I'm like, wow, it's shocking. So good. So anyway, I'm talking too much and we have to go in how long? 29 past, and I have to be downstairs in 15 minutes and I have to get dressed. I'm still in the robe. But good thing is I'm not having a shower, because obviously after the massage, the lady told me to wait at least like 3-4 hours to get the oil in. So I wanted to show you something. You could have seen that Gucci gave me some gorgeous goodies, and now I am actually going to reveal what is in this box, because I haven't unboxed it. I was waiting for you guys, so I didn't want to do it last night. In the back here, you can obviously see Shanghai, and it's so beautiful, loving it. But let's dig into this. We have this box, right? And it looks very cool. It has a lid on top. It's a very nice box. And then inside, there is something special. Wait, I think there's a card. Shall we do the card first? That's only polite, right? Dear Tamara, the Gucci Bamboo 1947 represents the house's creativity and heritage and craftsmanship. A timeless bag with elegant style. We hope you enjoy it. Your friends at Gucci. I love it. Oh, there's also this invitation that I haven't opened, but we'll open this tomorrow. Let's see. The color, the shape, the size. So many variations of this bag. This is an iconic Gucci. It's so nice. Okay, guys, look at this. The obviously bamboo handle, which is the signature, and then we have this gorgeous brown color, and it's sort of almost the perfect half moon shape. Then it has the bamboo clasp, which you open. It opens like this. There's a shoulder strap, 2 shoulder straps. It has the signature Gucci one. I remember this so well, and I'll tell you why. There's also a pocket here, and this looks and feels so like heavy in a good way, like expensive. There's a mirror, and at the back it says Gucci. This is divine. This also I could use for any bag, I guess. I brought with me my Jackie bag and my horse bit that I wore today. There's also a back pocket which you can zip, and then the front pocket, which is the one with the mirror. Love this. I think I'm gonna wear this tonight. I don't know, I need to see, because I have 2 outfits and I need to figure out which I'm gonna wear and how and stuff like that. That's not the point. The point is that I used to have a bamboo Gucci bag. It was, I think, from one of the first Alessandro Michele collections. It was impossible to get. It was not quite actually a bamboo. It was a Dionysus bag with a bamboo handle, because I was obsessed with Dionysus, and it got stolen shortly after I got it in Saint-Tropez. I don't know who remembers that. If you followed me for that long, you probably remember. And I'm very happy to have this now. So very, very in love. Grazie, Gucci. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get dressed, and I think I'm gonna record it for TikTok. Guys, I got dressed for tonight, and outfit is really out there. Like, I don't know if you've seen this. Once blazer is closed, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like basically a smart suit. I've posted a TikTok of getting dressed, but as you can see under it, it's very, I love it. I personally love it. It's very revealing, but I love it. My ass is basically on the show, but no one's gonna know. I'm gonna close it. The only thing is I'm not sure which bag now to bring. I'm gonna have a look in properly in the mirror because I'm in between these two. The thing is though, I also brought my Jackie, but it's evening, so I'm thinking, should I go for the new bamboo or should I go for my horse bit? Okay, I need to properly think about this because the suit is navy. So I'll look at it. And I have 5 minutes to be downstairs. So let's go. Xenia, that's a bit too much. What did you have for dinner?
Okay, where do we begin?
Yes, it was like, I think 11-course meal.
I'm still hungry, to be honest.
I'm very upset because we wanted to take a picture there on the river. And it was so beautiful at the beginning of the night, and then basically all the lights were gone. How good is this light?
I know, I'm obsessed.
Right? Anyway, I really loved it. I ate, the mango dessert was delicious.
I think everything was delicious.
And now we're going home to sleep because the jet lag is real.
No, it's not.
And tomorrow morning we have to get up at 7. Yay! Good morning, Shanghai. Today we're doing my makeup. Well, just a little bit. I'm not gonna do that much. It is our second whole day in this beautiful city, and I am going to do a little bit of chit chat. I feel like I'm quite chatty in this video, and I like it. I found a little good spot for my makeup, and I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I'm just unpacking it all now. So, today, we are going to the Gucci Cosmos exhibition. Very exciting because I've heard from people who have already seen it that it's really, really, really incredible. So I'm all in, ready for it. What shall we start with? I will link all the beauty products that I show you below. All the products are the products that I use, so nothing is going to be sponsored. Let me just get a palette, my hourglass one. So I'll start with my eyebrows as always. Cosmos exhibition, it's like a fashion exhibition that is going to feature a lot of archive pieces. That's literally all I know about it. So I don't know anything else besides what I've just told you. I know that like Gucci does really incredible when it comes to, especially when it comes to like archive pieces and kind of putting out the history of the heritage in the brand out there. That's gonna be, so like expectations are high, but people are telling me like it's really exceeded their expectations. So cannot wait. Besides that, we have a lunch, we have like a few things going on. So I have my second Gucci look that I want to wear to the exhibition, and then tonight for the dinner I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna apply my new Gucci foundation. I love this so much. Eternité de beauté. This is like a 24-hour wear foundation. It's not like, okay, that always, when someone tells me like 24-hour wear foundation, I'm always thinking no thanks, because it doesn't sound like something that is keeping your skin breathe. But this is really incredible. It's just that it's like no transfer. It's the one that I was telling you about. You only need the one pump, but I use half and half, and then I put it all around my face. But you need only one pump for the whole face because it's very blendable and so good. It has great coverage. Your skin can breathe, like I said, and it's no transfer. I mean, no transfer for me is a major thing because it means that it stays on all day. So that's really, really good. My shade of the foundation is, well, it depends. I vary. I was like 270, I believe, C or something like that, 230. Can't remember now because it was before my holidays. But now I'm 305 N. That's another thing. They have like the warm, the cool, the neutral, and also olive undertones, which is really incredible and useful. Then I'm gonna add a bit of bronzer. I'm trying to decide if I should use the Chanel. This is Le Beige's creme, you know, universal, or my trusty hourglass. Let's go for something dry, just because I don't know if it's gonna be humid outside and stuff, and I want this to really, really last. So I'll just use my beloved Elephant palette. I don't know if you guys saw on the way to Shanghai, I actually watched this documentary, Elephant Queen. It's about Athena. She is the matriarch of like elephant herd, and I cried so much because it's so beautiful how elephants live in this like incredible communities. And yeah, anyway, I loved it. If you love to watch animal programs, I recommend it. It's beautiful. A bit of blush from the same palette, but actually my favorite blushes here with me, and I'm gonna add like a tiny bit of touch of it because it's really pigmented. But when I have this on, it's like a whole look, okay? It's the also Gucci one, so pretty, you know? And this is the color, like kind of quite intense color, but I think like it's all about the blush now, right? We're heading into summer. It's all about the summer. I will link it below as well so you guys can find it. And I only add a bit of here, like on top of the cheek and on my nose. It adds like such a nice like sun-kissed look. Love it. Okay, then for eyeshadow, I brought with me this Patrick Ta eye palette. It looks like this, quite pretty, but I also like to use this blush on my eyelids, so I'm gonna start with that actually because it's quite, you know, I really like it. I love the multi-purpose products because you can have like 3 in your bag, and that's it. I'm gonna blend it in now. Meanwhile, before I blend it in, I wanted to add a bit of, this is a Charlotte Tilbury brow cheat, just a tiny bit. Okay, shadow eyeliner, should I do... Oh, I also brought this Hourglass palette that I made myself with the colors that I wanted. So I will add a bit of lighter color to blend it in the inside of the corners. And then it's gonna look very natural and subtle. I do it with my finger always when it comes to the lighter inner corner color. I like this actually now. I'm gonna blend this with this. Okay, this is the eye color now. A bit of eyeliner, tiny bit, okay? Tiny bit. I'm not even sure if I need it. I quite like this fresh look. And just a tiny bit to prolong the eye. And then I'll smudge it a little bit in so it looks like very natural and not liney, but you know what I mean. This is by MAC, by the way. I will also link it below. It's one of my favorites. Tiny bit. I like to do this with the finger because then it makes like line a little bit more, I don't know, like sharp and perfect, but also not too intense. Does that make sense? I hope so. And then as soon as this is done, guys, I'm running downstairs for a cup of coffee and an orange juice. Done. Okay, and then my favorite mascara, there is no doubt. But before I do mascara, I'm gonna do a touch of Gucci Bam de Beauté. I think like my whole makeup bag, I know I did a lot, but hydration is important. I think my whole makeup bag, when you look at it, there is basically, I'm just looking at it, there's Hourglass, which we know I love, right? Gucci Beauty, there is Tom Ford, there's Dolce & Gabbana lipsticks, and I love their like bronzer and highlighter and products that I think are great, and fragrances. And usually I'm looking around, but I didn't really bring that much. I love Esme Atelier, which we know, but like they have for me a few products, you know, that I use and love. And I love also Charlotte Tilbury, but you know, I'm not very like, oh, you can find everything and anything in my makeup bag. I very often find what works and that's what I stick to, but then whenever I do find new products, you guys know about it. So this mascara though, nothing. Can you just look at this mascara? Nothing comes close to it. It's insane. I will link it below because I do think that if you're looking into investing into new mascara, guys, this is so good. Changes everything, right? And yeah, that is it. This is my look of the day for Shanghai day 2, and the hair is still holding up. I love it. Like it's a bit, so I wanted it, I didn't want it to be like curly, I wanted it to be like smooth wave. Nice, right? Very shiny and clean and girl aesthetics. Let's go. By the way, this top is Hermes. It's one of my favorites. You remember it probably since I unboxed it. I love it because I think that like sometimes for me it's prettier. I don't know, like obviously everybody has their own sides and things that they like to show, but I have quite like a bony, this cleavage chest area, which doesn't really bother me. But I think if I look at what's, because my top part is always a little bit bonier than my bottom part, right? So when I'm showing the upper part, I think it's nicer if I show like shoulders than chest area, but that's just my personal preference. So that's it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and have coffee. Yes. Okay guys, here I literally have no idea what happened. I do not understand why my microphone was not working because I always check before I actually start recording anything. But I was showing you my outfit and I'm so sad that I didn't record because I love this outfit so much, so I did not want to take it out. I was showing you the pants. These pants are, I love them so much. I have the same skirt, which is midi. It has these sort of like straps on the sides with the GG crystallized little logo buckle. I think it's gorgeous, and this is a sample that I borrowed from Gucci, but I'm I'm definitely gonna try and buy this whole entire look because it's probably my favorite look from the whole collection. The room is messy. I mean, I'm sorry about that. You know how it is on this thrift stuff schedule. But anyway, I was just heading out to the Gucci Cosmos exhibition and I wanted to show you what I was wearing. Hydration first, I guess. I don't know what I was saying here, but yeah, I really wanted you to see the look. I will link it below if I can find it anywhere because it's selling out like hotcakes. I hope I'll be able to find these pants to buy them. So yeah, let's go to Gucci Cosmos now. Guys, currently we're in this Gucci garden room where I remember so well these pieces because I was already like vlogging and doing my YouTube at the time of this Alessandro Michele collection. It's just incredible to see a little throwback. We're currently in the archive and guys, this is so incredible. Hi! This, I know Xenia's gonna scream. I can't wait for this bag to come back and come out because we need it. So beautiful. Can we take a mirror selfie? Without... Wow, this is crazy. It's almost unreal, no? Wow. Is opening and revealing all kinds of different Gucci moments from the past. Guys, I mean, I've seen a lot of fashion exhibitions, as you know, and could have seen with me, especially in the past few months. This is really the best. And we know it wouldn't be Gucci if it didn't have a touch of Florence all the way here in Shanghai. Guys, okay, so what's the time? It is 6:11. At 6:15 I need to be downstairs in the lobby, but I'm fully ready. I just need to apply a little bit of lipstick. I retouched my makeup, I had a shower. I was shooting some pictures for the Gucci bamboo bag that I've received because I wanted to show it to you on the gram. I actually really love my outfit that I wore today. Like I told you, I think, or did I say it on my TikTok? I think I said it here. I have the same skirt. I will link it below if it's still available because I know that the pants have literally disappeared. Like the moment that they landed, they sold out immediately. I think I also told you that I have two Gucci outfits, the one that I wore last night and the one that I wore today to the exhibition. So tonight I'm kind of like mixing. I'm wearing the same blazer as today and just like a long maxi dress that is like sort of body tight, and then heels, and then my new Gucci bamboo bag. There's a lot of pollen in Shanghai and I sort of am allergic to it. So my eyes are itchy, my throat is itchy, not great, but it's okay. I'll manage because I'm really loving it. Few things that I've noticed in Shanghai so far are that it's quite a young and vibrant city, and I also really enjoy like seeing people bike. Lots of people have pets. For me, like when there's a city like Milan where people have lots of dogs, Filippo's constantly messaging me, but that's okay. It's just something really beautiful. I love the restaurants, like everything has like good coffee everywhere. There's like good coffee, very important for me. And little things like that, a lot of culture, history, and you know, those are the sort of things that I would say really attract me to this city. When it comes to the exhibition that we saw today, I don't know if I've told you already, but guys, so tonight is the official opening of the exhibition. I have to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of fashion exhibitions. I've been to a lot of those fashion museums, and especially in France, in fact, that is like known, like in Paris, for like the fashion designers, museums, their houses, whatnot. never been something produced like this that has such like innovative approach to the archive and history of a brand and like encapsulates the world of Gucci in such a unique and good way. There was just so much to see and I was just mesmerized by seeing it all. Let's see what Filippo wants. He's been like really on my case. So we have this group where it's Xenia, Jürgen, Filippo and me, and Jürgen asked me, how are you feeling? And I didn't respond, and Filippo's messaging me like, why is Jürgen asking how are you feeling? Is everything okay? What's happening? What happened? Is everything fine? Tell me. And Jürgen's just being silly. Anyway, so that is that. We are now going to the opening party. Good morning, guys. How is my YouTube family? Today I feel, you guys know that I love you every day, but today I was just reading comments on my Instagram. And like, I don't know, I feel like exactly I know when people who come from YouTube and who listen to me and who know everything that's going on comment. It's just really, really nice. Like that, I don't know, puts an extra big smile on my face. How are you all doing today? Today is the last day in Shanghai. We are actually leaving in approximately 2 hours to the airport and we're going to Seoul. You know what, one completely off-topic thing, right? So in Serbia, where I went to elementary and high school and where I grew up, we have a very intense geography education, at least for the education that I took, which was very general, not like specific. And it was sort of like, obviously elementary school, even in elementary school, we have very intense geography. And my professor in elementary school geography was incredible. And then also in high school, we had even more, like 4 years of geography more. So you basically have 4 years of geography in elementary school and then 4 years of geography in high school. So it's a lot. And obviously you learn all these cities. And in Serbian, we say Shanghai and we say Seoul. And that's how I've been, you know, accustomed to say it. And then names, you know how we don't really translate the names into languages, but obviously the names of the cities we do. So sometimes I have to like think what's the English pronunciation of things, of names of the things. I don't know. That's really random. Is it really random? Why do I always feel like sharing all these random thoughts that come to my mind? I don't know. Anyway, it's a no makeup morning, as you can see. I'm just like wearing my The Row gala pants, and these are my top that I love so much. And I wanted to actually sum up a few thoughts of this incredible Shanghai experience. The reason why is because, okay, so first of all, the city, I've already told you, I think. I really love how young it is, how vibrant, how, I don't know how safe it is. I mean, surely safer than probably like London and Paris, but that's not that hard either. But it's very like, it feels very comforting for me. There are a lot of expats. There's great food to be found and to be eaten. I just love it. Like I told you, I had really everything that I experienced so far, and like people interactions were just so lovely. Anyway, that being said, I wanted to focus on Gucci Cosmos to kind of sum it up, because yesterday, yes, I have taken you with me to the exhibition and you could see bits and bobs, but this exhibition that is taking place in Shanghai from 20th of April to 25th of June this year will be traveling around the world afterwards. So it's not like necessarily you have to be in Shanghai. If you are in Shanghai or you're gonna be in Shanghai before the 25th of June, I do recommend you sit here first, because of course you want to be the first, right? But it will be traveling the world, so you will see it. You know, it's just that this is the first one. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about it, what to expect and why I think it's so incredible. As you guys know, and you've been with me to quite a few exhibitions, I like them. They're quite usually like sort of a similar vibe thing somehow. You know, like you see a lot of like brands history, etc. But this one was very different because I think the production was, I don't know, like I don't know if we're just going forward in the world and brands are doing more and more and more innovative things. I don't know where the limit is, but it was the most innovative thing that I have ever seen. And the way that they encapsulated everything, like these 8 universes of Gucci, was just incredible. Like, you know, when you're writing an essay and you start writing by pouring the thoughts on the paper, and then at the end you're like, wow, how did I manage to write such a nice story? I don't know, like at least that's me. Like I'm like, wow, how did I manage to put everything in such a nice story with like introduction and then, you know, like talk about it and then conclude it all. Anyway, that's the Gucci Cosmos exhibition. So it has these 8 universes. First, when you enter, you go through these revolving doors that are very reminiscent of Gucci's start. So when he started, there's a story that he was sort of like a doorman portier at the Savoy Hotel in London. Who remembers those days when I used to stay there during London Fashion Week? And there are these revolving doors, and then obviously all the luggage that you could have seen that was, I think, rotating in like on 3 different belts that goes through different eras even of Gucci. So that was incredible. There was then the evolving logo, because logo was also changing during the time. In my time, I can remember that it did change when Alessandro Michele came on board, because like all my old Gucci belts, I was like, this is not in fashion anymore. The good times. Anyway, then there was this bit where you had like all these different words mentioned, like the zoetrope part, which is also quite important for the Gucci universe. And then we went to Eden, the first garden where Adam and Eve lived. But this was the garden that I've shown you. It had all the sort of like Gucci garden references, which I remember very well because I had like this iconic Gucci garden jacket. But Gucci garden is very, very important for the history of Gucci. I believe it like sort of dates to 1966, when there was a painting that was commissioned by Rodolfo Gucci, and it's the Flora, right? Like, I'm sure you've heard of Gucci Flora. So the Gucci garden, you've seen it. I'm pretty sure I've shown it to you. Then as you exited the Flora, there were these two large statues that were actually white statues, but they had projected the clothes onto them that was changing. And that represents Gucci's belief that their clothing is unisex, right? So you have like this like blank canvas that has like clothing projected on it. I thought that was pretty cool. And it was sort of like guarding what's coming next. The next was coming Archivio. And in the Archivio, there was like obviously a world of the 5 most iconic Gucci bags. So starting with the Bamboo, which was in 1947, then going to Horsebit, Jackie, Diana, and Dionysus. So those 5 bags. Personally, like, I was lusting over the bag, the kind of the Tom Ford era bags, because obviously that's what's kind of been longest away and is coming back now. We're all feeling a little bit nostalgic. We want it all back, right? Then we saw the Archivio. That was wow, 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 wow. Then we went to Cabinet of Wonders, which was like this big cube that contained clothing from like everything from Tom Ford's 2001 collection, then Alessandro Michele's collection, Frida Giannini's collections. Like, there was so much in that Cabinet of Wonders, and it was just showing pieces, like it was opening and showing different pieces, and it's incredible. Then we went to Carousel. Carousel, you could have seen, it was like there was the cosmos kind of like projection on top of the carousel of clothing that again contained everything from, there were 32 mannequins that were like from the last 50 years, I believe, of collections. And then finally we went to see the Duomo, which was this like 2 inverted Filippo Brunelleschi's, oh my god, all I can think of now is a Serbian word for the dome, Duomo, inverted one on top of the other. And inside you could actually climb on top, and inside you had this kaleidoscope of video projections, or actually I think it's LED videos, I believe. It was just wow, incredible. Like, I don't think it catches as well as on video as it does in real life, because sorry, my SD card got full, so I had to get rid of some footage. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that the Duomo was the final stop, and it was just really, first of all, for me, every time I go to Florence and see Santa Maria del Fiore, like, it's always like very impressive is the least of the words I can use, but honestly it's just so huge. I get a similar feeling every time I see in Paris Sacré-Cœur. It's just so huge and impressive that it always has to kind of leave you a bit like speechless. So seeing this dome, like inverted domes, and then climbing inside of it to watch the video is very, very, yeah, it's something that I think you guys should experience too. So that is it regarding the Gucci Cosmos. I really need to pack now because, believe it or not, we're leaving in 1 hour 20 minutes. I know it sounds like it's a lot to pack, but I have 2 luggages and I need to organize them a little bit because we're going to Seoul. So I don't want to arrive. I'm anyway arriving a little bit late. So I think I'll be missing the welcome dinner tonight. There's no way to make everything, it's quite tough, but I'm gonna do my best, and it's going to be my first time in Seoul. So yeah, I'll bring you with me now. It's only what's really good is that it's only 1 hour 50 minutes flight, so that's great. And then on the way back it'll be 14-hour flight, which is I think the longest flight I've ever taken, because the only flight that I've taken that was 13 hours long was the South Africa when I went to Cape Town. So yeah, I know. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna love you and leave you, and let me know what you liked the most from this video. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. I tried to show you the best of Shanghai that I could. I feel like I did as much as I possibly could in these 2 whole days here, and it was truly a magical experience thanks to Gucci. So yeah, that's that, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys!